What's going on, guys, and welcome back to this episode of our Carolina Panthers rebuild franchise. We're going to be moving on to Week 5 versus the Detroit Lions. Let's go. Alright, and here we are in Week 5 against the 1-3 Detroit Lions. We're going to be visiting them up in beautiful Detroit, Michigan, as we are coming off of our worst loss of the season versus the Minnesota Vikings, where we benched Bryce Young at halftime, and Andy Dalton came in and didn't do much else. So it was very sad. You take a look at the stats down there right now for overall ranks, offensive play, points per game. We are 28th, worst team in passing, worst scoring defense, giving up the most pass yards. Unbelievably bad. We have one of the worst offenses and one of the worst defenses, and we're going to be going up against a pretty good Detroit offense. So we, they're number 6 in defending the pass. That's wonderful. They are currently just below average in rush and pass yards per game. So let's get into our weekly strategy here. Let's defend, let's stick with defend medium, throw it medium. Yeah, we'll give that a chance. And then we got our guys here for practice. So let's go ahead and get our practice done. Hopefully no injuries this week. Something we got to be worried about every week. Let's take a look at the defense first. And looks like we are healthy offensively. What do we have? So far, so good. And no injuries coming out of practice. Love to see it. We do have some upgrading we can do beforehand, though. Let's see, who do we have? Dante Jackson. Excellent. Looks like he's pretty solid overall, so let's go man-to-man. See what we get for Dante. We get awareness, coverage, and press. Love to see it. 5th year out of LSU. Then we got our young receiver, Terrence Marshall. Ooh, where does he need help right now? He needs help route running, basically. Let's go slot. We get 3 to upgrade. We got 2 catching traffic, 1 med, 1 shorts. Excellent. And then starting tight end, Tommy Tremble. He needs some help. Looks like, honestly, blocking. Let's go vertical threat for Tommy. Then we got 2 catching traffic, 2 catching, 1 medium route, 1 pass block finesse, run block power, and trucking. All right. So we got a couple blocking upgrades there. Now that we've got that done, let's take a look at our injuries. I don't think it shouldn't be anything too surprising. Hayden Hurst is still out. Brady Christensen still out. And then let's double check our depth chart for our tight ends and wide receivers. So, yep, I like that. And then it'll be Richie right there. Perfect. That's all good. Who's working the slot receiver role? That's dealing with Marshall. Okay. I don't know how much we're going to see Mingo, but hopefully he'll be out there. If not, we'll work that out with... This is the first time I think all year we've had all of our wide receivers together. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we can get him some playing time and get on the field. But let's jump into our Week 5 matchup at Ford Field versus Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Detroit Lions. And here we are live at beautiful Ford Field with the fireworks going off as the Carolina Panthers come into town to take on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. Miles Sanders coming back after he dislocated his shoulder last week, looking for more than just 1 carry and 2 yards against this Lion defense. Now we have Bryce Young facing off against Jared Goff, the rookie versus veteran, former number 1 overall picks. And here comes Carolina out the tunnel, followed by the pyrotechnics and the screaming fans for their Detroit Lions. A lot of hope here for the Detroit Lion fans. They have a very good young team. Looking to build off the success they had last year, make it back to the playoffs. Maybe even win a playoff game, who knows? Dan Campbell's done an excellent job up there in Detroit. Unfortunately, they are only 1-4 so far in this campaign. Here's a 1 or 4 or 1-3, I forget. But they only have one win, and they're looking to build upon that. As we get into the first quarter of the season's about done. And here we got Johnny Hecker off to kick off. And away we go as he kicks us back deep to Raymond, who will take a knee in the end zone. And Jared Goff will lead the Detroit Lions out on their first drive of the game. Here's a look at his numbers. 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. 784 yards for him. Pretty solid season. Pretty solid start. Alright, let's see what the Carolina defense has today. I formation, Montgomery in the backfield for Detroit. Motion by the wide receiver, and it'll be a handoff to Montgomery, who tries to go left or right side, but nothing doing. He's tackled after 1 yard by Frankie Louvu, who came in behind the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. I formation for the Lions at their 26-yard line. And it'll be another handoff as Montgomery picks up 2 yards going off the left side. He did break 1 tackle and looked like he almost had some space, but Carolina managed to close quickly. Now here we go, 3rd and 7 at the 28 for Carolina. Goff and the Lions in the shotgun. And wide open is Williams on the left side with a first down catch. That is a gain of 15 yards. And a Lions first down at the 43. Wide open, just sat down, nobody around him. Excellent called curl. I formation once again for the Lions at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. And quick pressure up the middle, but Goff manages to get it away. He was nearly sacked there by Deion Jones. And it looked like Ndamukong nearly got in there as well. Good early pressure there for the Panther defense. 2nd and 10 now at the 43. Shotgun for Goff. And it looks like Derek Brown may have hit Goff late. See what the penalty is. Indeed, it'll be a roughing the passer penalty on Derek Brown as he got to Goff just a little too late. That is unfortunate. That'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 39 now. Goff in the shotgun. And this pass is caught by St. Brown for a gain of, I think that's 15 yards, yeah, and another Lions first down. First and 10 now at the 24. Lions getting this, just slowly moving the ball down the field now. Goff outside, and that's intercepted by a diving Von Bell. What an incredible interception by Von Bell. He just lays out and found the ball in his hands. That's his first, I believe it's his first interception of the year. Taking that one away. He just wanted it more. And Bryce Young named the starter again this week. Hopefully that benching got it into his head that he needs to do better. And there you have a look at his stats. 2 touchdowns, 11 interceptions this early in the season. It has not been pretty. But again, he's also not gotten much help from the rest of his offense. So we have a 1st and 10 at the 22 for Carolina after that Von Bell interception of Jared Goff. Handoff to Miles Sanders, who goes up the middle and pushes the pile forward for a gain of 5 yards. Looks like his shoulder is holding up okay. 2nd and 5 now at the 27. Carolina in the shotgun, 2 tight ends. Sanders takes the handoff, has a little bit of room, and pushes a forward for another 5 yards on a 1st down. Miles Sanders trying to show that he can shoulder the load. 1st and 10 now for Carolina at the 32. Goff goes underneath for Ian Thomas, who makes the catch and gains 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the young Carolina Panthers quarterback. Another handoff to Miles Sanders, who has a little bit more room. He gets outside. And an excellent gain there up to the 50-yard line. First and 10 now at the 50 for Carolina. Pass underneath for Miles Sanders, who continues to get touches. And that'll be another 7-yard gain on his first grab of the day. Second and 3 now. Bryce over the middle, and that pass is caught by DJ Chark. He was hit immediately after making the grab. That'll be a Carolina Panthers 1st down on that 18-yard gain. First and 10 now at the 25 for Carolina. Quick pass out to Terrence Marshall, who gets the 1st down. Bryce Young looking pretty good so far, and his receivers are holding on to the football. That's a gain of 20 yards for Terrence Marshall as he gets the ball up to the 5. And Carolina is in prime scoring position. They come out in the I formation now, 1st and goal at the 5. Handoff to Miles Sanders, who runs left. Didn't have too much room. Gets up to the 3. Now 2nd and goal at the 3 for Carolina. I formation once again. Sanders the deep back. A handoff to Sanders, who gets outside and scores. Carolina takes the early lead as Miles Sanders finds himself in the end zone. And he does his customary dance with his linemen and tight ends. We've seen that a couple times this year. A couple weeks ago, Sanders had 3 touchdowns where he danced a lot. Bryce Young happy with the way that drive ended. If I'm not mistaken, that may also be the first time so far this season that Carolina has scored on their opening drive. That was a 9-play drive, 80 yards, just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Johnny Hecker comes out to kick it off. Hecker gets this one away back deep for Raymond. And he will catch and kneel, bringing the ball out to the 25. And here comes Jared Goff coming off that interception late in that drive. They were moving the ball pretty well, but Von Miller was like, no. He didn't want to have any of that, and he took it back. So 1st and 10 from the 25. And this will be a stretch out to Montgomery, who makes one man miss, but then is tackled down by Brian Burns and Shaq Thompson after a gain of 4. He gets that up to the 29. Shotgun formation for the Lions, 2nd and 6. Another handoff to David Montgomery, and he gets in there for a gain of Oh, what was that, like 2? I gotta remember that. And now 3rd and 1 at the 34. Single back formation for the Lions, and this will be another handoff to Montgomery, who gets very close, and they do mark him on the other side of the first down line. That'll be a first down run for David Montgomery. Single back formation once again for Detroit. And another handoff to David Montgomery as he's brought down by Von Bell after a gain of 2. Offset I now for Detroit. 2nd and 8 at the 38. And once again, another handoff to David Montgomery, who's brought down after a gain of 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. And this pass is caught over the middle, and they're going to say he was across the first down. That is St. Brown who gets the first down reception. His 2nd of the day. They're not moving the ball. Yeah. Detroit's not moving the ball. Wow. Detroit's not moving the ball far, but they are moving it. And that is a gain of 7 there. Goff just taking what is open underneath, and it is slowly working for them. 2nd and 3 now for Detroit. And this pass over the middle, caught by his tight end. That is a Lions first down. That is caught by Wright. First and 10 now for Detroit. Carolina brings some pressure, but Goff gets it away, but it's dropped this time by Wright, who had Dante Jackson on his heels, and we have 1 second left in the first quarter. Detroit's on the doorstep. And here they go with the handoff to Montgomery, who pushes away Brian Burns as he runs himself, just willing himself to get that first down, and he does. That is the end of the first quarter, with Detroit losing 7-0 to Carolina, though they are currently leading in every other statistical category. Unfortunately, so far, it has been the 1 turnover that's hurt Detroit, as they are, again, just nearly knocking on the door of their end zone. Handoff to Montgomery. He's met and brought down after a gain of 3. Second and goal now from the 6. A lot of tight ends in the formation for Detroit. Play action to Montgomery, and that ball is thrown at the feet of his wide receiver. Wasn't ready for it. Goff lucky that no Panther was also looking for the football. That could have been easily intercepted. And now we have 3rd and goal from the 6. Nobody's open, and Goff will just throw this one away. Goff had plenty of time in the pocket, but nobody could find themselves open, as Goff just throws this one away. And the Panthers defense bends but doesn't break, something they've been trying to do all year, but it hasn't quite worked out. And the field goal for Detroit is up as they pull within 4. I'm going to get better at math one day. So that brings the score 7-3 as Patterson comes out for the kickoff. Kicks this one deep to Shi Smith, who will take it at the goal line and kneel down at the 1 because I messed that up. Anyway, have a look there at Miles Sanders' stats. 5 rushes, 28 yards on the 1 touchdown. And Carolina will start this at the 1, thanks to a Shi Smith kneel. Sanders cuts back to the left, finds a little bit of room and gets out of the shadow there of his own end zone. That's a gain of 8. No, sorry, a gain of 9. As he gets it up to the 9. 2nd and 1 now. Handoff again to Miles Sanders, who falls just ahead, and they don't give him the first down. They'll mark him just shy, 3rd and inches. So 3rd and inches for the Carolina offense now. Another handoff to Miles Sanders, who has a little bit of room. Pushes one guy off of him as he runs for the first down. He's up to 50 yards now. Miles Sanders having himself a pretty good day early on in this one. So 1st and 10 from the 22. Quick pass short to Tommy Tremble, who makes the catch and gets a couple more. That'll be a gain of 6 on the pass. Second and 4 now at the 28. Across the middle again for Tremble, but this one is knocked down. That is Bryce Young's first incompletion of the day. And 3rd and 4 for Carolina. They pull out the screen, but there's nobody there to help out, and that'll be a gain of nothing for Miles Sanders. Carolina now faced with 4th and 4, and they will bring out the punt team and Johnny Hecker. Hecker gets this one away. This will be caught at the 25 by Raymond, who brings it up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And out comes Detroit and their offense. First and 10 now at the 34 for Detroit. Montgomery the lone back. And they will hand off to Montgomery again, who pushes his way forward for 7 yards. He's up to 10 rushes for 43. Having himself a decent afternoon here in Detroit. 2nd and 3 from the 41. And this will be another handoff to David Montgomery, who gains 1 yard on the play. Brought down by what appears to be J.C. Horn and Deion Jones. And now we have 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Goff and Montgomery in the shotgun. Handoff to Montgomery again, who tries to cut back, but he's met by Deion Jones, and he will go nowhere. And that is a quick 3 and out for the Detroit Lions offense. Deion Jones just waiting for the cutback, and he was there as Montgomery tries to make it. Excellent job. And then Fox will be out for the punt back to Blackshear. Punt is up. Blackshear will receive this at the, I don't know, is that like the 12? Tries to make one man miss, but can't, and this will be down at the 18. Look at Miles Sanders' numbers on the day. He's been active. He's been pretty good. Carolina should look to keep the pressure off Bryce Young and keep giving the ball to Miles Sanders. And they do just that as Miles Sanders falls forward for a gain of 1 on this play. Not too much going there. And then we have a 2nd and 9 at the 19 for Carolina. Looks like they're going to hand off to Miles Sanders again, who gets a little bit more room for a gain of, I don't know, is that like 4? That'll bring up 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 at the 23 for Carolina. Looking to get the first down and keep this drive going. Play action to Miles Sanders as Bryce Young goes outside for Terrence Marshall, who is hit and can't make the grab. Gardner Johnson knocks that one away from him at the last second. Marshall would have had a first down as he was going out of bounds, but unfortunately could not hang on to it. And that'll bring out the Carolina punt team as Hecker takes the snap and boots this one deep. Raymond back takes the fair catch at the 30-yard line. Neither team has scored so far since the Lions did. I was going to say the second quarter, but I can't remember exactly when the Lions scored. So we have 1st and 10 now for Detroit at their own 30-yard line. Goff changing the play up at the line of scrimmage. Drops back and quickly out to St. Brown, who can't hold on to the ball. Jones has been all over the place so far today as he knocks that one away. And here we got Jared Goff and the Lions 2nd and 10. And J.C. Horn can't make a play on it as Amon-Ra St. Brown manages to get up and grab it. Hey, gotta be careful with trying to go for those interceptions sometimes. Like, Raw just makes a great play on the ball there as he stops and goes up for it. And that'll be 1st and 10 at the 49. As this ball is handed off to Montgomery, who goes up the middle for 1 yard. Again, met by the ever-present Deion Jones. Now 2nd and 9. Goff takes the snap and hands off to Montgomery, who goes off the left side for a gain of 2. Not much going on there as this Carolina Panthers defense looks to get Detroit out of their rhythm. And Brian Burns applies a little bit of pressure and Jared Goff just throws that one away. And that'll bring up 4th and 7. And out come the Lions punt team. Fox looking to pin the Panthers deep. Gets this one away, angles it toward the sideline. And this will go out of bounds at the 27. He probably should have went toward the other sideline. That one looked like it took a very odd bounce off his shoe. And now we have 1st and 10 at the 27 for Carolina. 15 seconds left before the 2-minute warning. As they hand this one off to Miles Sanders, who looks to cut it up inside. Gets a gain of 5. And the clock will tick down to the 2-minute warning, with Carolina leading 7-3. So far today, Bryce Young has managed to limit the Carolina turnovers, and he and the Panthers now have a lead, pretty much because of it, so that's good. What's he doing? He's straight. Whoa, what the f... Nanny? What the hell? Okay, so I send DJ Chark on a streak, right? Because I see that he's got close coverage. He's pressing him. What is that throw? Like, Bryce Young threw it like he was coming back on a comeback. He had a step. As I just say that Bryce Young has limited the turnovers. What was that throw? Oh, that's awesome. 1st and 10 now for the Lions, as Taylor Decker looks to be hurt on the play. He'll head back to the locker room. Jared Goff and the Lions now 2nd and 5. At the 16 after that interception. And this one knocked out of the hands of Montgomery by Deion Jones as Montgomery couldn't pull it down. And here we have 3rd and 5 at the 16. And they just hand it off to Montgomery, who does not get the first down. Gets a gain of 3 as he goes up the middle. And out comes the field goal team. Patterson on to get this within 1 point. Kick is up and good. And that'll bring the score 7 for the Panthers and 6 for the Lions, as we get even closer to halftime. And Patterson will kick this one off. Back to Shi Smith, who looks not to down it at the 1 this time. He'll carry it out. And carry it up to the 24. Just under a minute left. Here comes Bryce Smith, who had a little bit of miscommunication with his wide receiver on the last play. Wide receiver ran one route, and Young thought he was running something else. So he's coming off the first interception of the day for him. That's now 12 on the year. And they'll hand this one off to Miles Sanders, who's tackled down behind the line by Campbell. They'll bring up second and 11. Second and 11 now from the 23. This will be another handoff to Miles Sanders, who looks to cut up the middle for a gain of, that'll be a gain of 5. Now we have 3rd and 6. This pass underneath, and DJ Chark cannot hold on to it as he is hit by Sutton. And out comes the Panthers punt team to kick this one back. And Raymond takes the fair catch at the 25 with just 7 seconds left in the second quarter. And Derek Brown brings down Montgomery after a gain of 1, and we are going to halftime. The score, Carolina 7, Detroit 6. Carolina hasn't scored since their opening kickoff, or well, since their opening drive. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the league this weekend. We're going to start in Atlanta, where we got Houston versus the Falcons. So far, the Atlanta Falcons leading 7-3. Touchdown pass by Desmond Ridder to London. Atlanta looking to continue their winning ways. And then we'll head up to New England, where the Saints are up 20-0 going into the second half against New England. Saints looking for their third win of the year. And then we have an AFC South matchup between Indiana and Tennessee. Titans up 10-7 over the Colts. Colts looking for their first win of the year. Doesn't look like they're going to get it this week. Richardson has struggled so far. And we have the touchdown run by Miles Sanders early in the game. Beautiful long pass here to the tight end right. And we get this game back underway as the Lions kick it off to start the second half. Shi Smith back to return this one. Gets a little bit of room and gets it up to the 25. Bryce Young coming out looking to lead his team to another scorer. Can he and this Carolina Panthers offense do that? 1st and 10 now for Carolina. Hand off to Miles Sanders, who tries to get outside, but not much going on there. Maybe a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sorry, 2nd and 9. Bryce Young hit as he throws. He's trying to get that one off to Miles Sanders in the backfield, but not enough time. Luckily, that one just falls incomplete. No sacks yet for the Detroit Lions defense. As Young looks to go deep, but this time overthrows DJ Chark, who can't catch up to it. He was in single coverage against Sutton there, but couldn't run to the ball, just overthrown. And Hecker comes out to pump this one away again. Raymond calls for the fair catch at the 29. And here comes Jared Goff and the Lions offense. The score won't show up, but the offense has played pretty well. They just haven't been able to finish drives all that well. As they hand off to Montgomery, who has some room, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 9. Good opening run there for Detroit. 2nd and 1, single back formation. That's Montgomery in the backfield. As he jukes out Derek Brown and runs it up for a Lions first down. No matter what, it definitely looks like Detroit is committed to running Montgomery. I formation now for Goff and the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 44. Handoff again to Montgomery, who makes one-man miss and just keeps pushing ahead. Excellent game there, and another Lions first down. Looks like this Carolina defense could be tiring a bit. Montgomery getting some pretty good running lanes. Sue gets pressure up the middle, but Goff gets this one away for a gain of 6. That is his tight end right, as he's brought down by Frankie Luvu at the sideline. Now we have 2nd and 4 for the Detroit Lions offense. Shotgun formation. And a handoff to Montgomery, who has plenty of room. Breaks the tackle of Von Bell and is brought down from behind by Shai Tuttle. That is another Lions first down. Shotgun once again for Detroit. And another handoff to David Montgomery, who gets 3 on this play. Tackled down by C.J. Henderson. Now 2nd and 7 from the 24. Again, the Lions knocking on the door. They're walking up the doorstep. And Montgomery takes the carry, but he's brought down by Shaq. Doesn't look like he gets anywhere. Lot of running today for Montgomery. Now we have an empty formation. Oh, empty shotgun formation for Jared Goff, who has all day. Finally finds a man, and that is caught at the 9 by Williams as he goes out of bounds. Carolina just couldn't get the pressure there, and Goff, staying cool, finds a breaking open Williams as he just toe drags the sideline. Beautiful catch. Now 3 tight ends in the formation for Detroit as it's 1st and goal from the 9. Play action to Montgomery. This one over the middle and caught by St. Brown, who was breaking away from J.C. Horn on coverage. And that is an Amon-Ross St. Brown touchdown for Detroit. And Detroit takes the lead for the first time today. Just a simple slant over an empty middle of the end zone. And Detroit will stay out there to attempt the 2-point conversion as they look to go up 1 score. And this one is caught again. And the 2-point conversion will be good. So now Detroit will be up 14-7. Patterson on to kick it away to Shai Smith, who will take this in the end zone and kneel down. And the ball will come out to the 25. Bryce Young and the Panthers offense coming out now to start this drive with just over 5 minutes left to go. Carolina not in the lead for the first time today, as this pass is over the middle and caught by Terrence Marshall for a gain of the first down. First and 10 now from the 38. Quick over the middle to Adam Thielen, who hangs on after a couple hits and gets 8. That's his first grab of the day on a very quick hitter. Now we have 2nd and 2. As Chark hauls this one in as nobody was near him. And that will be a Panthers first down. Bryce Young to DJ Chark. Carolina on the other side of the 50 now. 1st and 10. Bryce Young takes the snap, hands off to Miles Sanders, who has a little bit of room as he pushes ahead to the 34 after a gain of 9. Excellent run there by Miles Sanders, who's been doing that most of the day. 2nd and 1 now from the 34. Sanders takes the handoff and goes behind Michael Jordan there. And he'll get the first down. 16 rushes, 76 yards for Miles Sanders. And the 1 touchdown. First and 10 from the 31 now. As this one is caught by Terrence Marshall, who goes to the ground. That'll be a gain of 9. Terrence Marshall making that grab. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1 from the 22. Sanders takes the handoff. Makes one guy miss and gets the first down as he's now up to 79 yards. Looking pretty good after having most of last week off for a dislocated shoulder. And Carolina now has another first down at the 19. Bryce Young in the shotgun. This pass over the middle to Terrence Marshall, who hangs on to this one as he's hit. Excellent job, and that'll be a Panthers first down. Terrence Marshall busy on this drive, and it is paying off.
Let's go.
First and goal now. As Bryce throws to the end zone, but Chark can't hold it in. He was hit as he tried to make the catch and then dropped it. So 2nd and goal now from the 8-yard line. This pass caught by Adam Thielen for a touchdown. Bryce Young's 3rd touchdown of the season. Adam Thielen brings this one in, sure-handed in the end zone. Could not knock that ball away from him. And Carolina looks to tie this up. Excellent catch by Adam Thielen, who holds on to it as he's hit. Gives his young quarterback something to cheer about. And Pinheiro comes out for the extra point attempt. Kick is up and good. Carolina ties this one at 14 with just a minute 15 left in the 3rd period. Hecker on for the kickoff. Gets it deep for Raymond. He will take it and kneel it down in the end zone, bringing this ball out to the 25. There's a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown's numbers of the day. 50 yards, the 1 touchdown. Hasn't been overly busy, but putting together a pretty decent day. First and 10 at the 25, shotgun formation. Goff drops back, and this one is nearly picked off by C.J. Henderson as he was in one-on-one coverage on the sideline there. Excellent play there by C.J. to knock that ball away. Now 2nd and 10. Montgomery, the lone back in the backfield. Handoff to Montgomery, who takes it up the middle. He's met by Shaq Thompson. That'll be a gain of 3. He's just 4 yards away now from 100 on the afternoon. And 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation for Detroit. Goff takes the snap, drops back. Has a man deep down the field, but this one is knocked away by Dante Jackson. He was one-on-one with, I believe that's Williams. And he just knocks it away. Bringing up 4th and 7. Excellent defense there by the Carolina Panthers. Their 2 corners on the outside showing off a little bit of skill. Blackshear takes the punt and gets it up to the 44-yard line. Now comes Bryce Young, happy after throwing his third Sorry, so used to saying Bryce Young throwing interceptions. Happy after throwing his 3rd touchdown of the year, as he looks to bring the Panthers down the field and retake the lead. Single back formation now. And this will be a handoff to Miles Sanders, who makes one man miss as he cuts it back to the middle. That'll be a gain of 5. He's nearing 100 yards on the day as well. Now we have a 2nd and 5 at the 50 for Carolina. And it looks like, yep, they will just let the clock run down to the 4th quarter. So at the end of 3, the score is 14 Detroit, 14 Carolina. We got a tie game here in Detroit that could go down to the wire. Carolina playing much better than they did last week, where Minnesota just came in and destroyed them. 2nd and 5 now. Sanders takes the handoff and runs it left for a 1st down. Carolina gets a 1st down after that run by Miles Sanders. Now we have a 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. And this is caught by Thielen, who's hit immediately, and he holds on. That'll be a Panthers 1st down on Thielen's 3rd catch of the day, as he was just simply streaking across the field. Now 1st and 10 at the 27. Bryce Young gets this short to Ian Thomas, who makes the grab for a gain of 2. Now we have 2nd and 8 at the 25 for Carolina. Play action to Miles Sanders. Going deep to the end zone, but this is knocked away from DJ Chark. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 from the 25. Over the middle to Terrence Marshall, who turns around and gets the 1st down. He's down at the 11. And that will be a Carolina Panthers 1st down on another grab by Terrence Marshall. That his 5th. Looking for his, I believe, 1st touchdown of the year. As Bryce Young and the Panthers come out in the shotgun. And Bryce gets 6 as he gets this ball up to the 5. Now 2nd and 4 from the 5. And Miles Sanders hauls this in at the goal line, and he is in. That's his 1st reception touchdown of the game. I can't remember if it's his 1st of the year, but he gets his dance on. Bryce Young's 2nd touchdown pass of the day. As Carolina retakes the lead. Pinheiro on for the extra point. Gets this one up and good. Now 21-14, Carolina in front. And they hope it stays that way for the rest of this game as they continue to look for their 1st win of the season. Hecker gets this one deep. And Raymond will kneel this down in the end zone, bringing the ball out to the 25 like normal. And Jared Goff comes out looking to tie this game back up. Can he lead this Lion offense to the end zone? Handoff to Montgomery as he goes left for 3. Now 1 yard shy of 100. Second and 7 at the 28. And Goff just throws this one over everybody's head as it gets into the sideline. Had nobody open. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Goff under pressure, and he's hit as he throws, and this one will fall incomplete. Still no sacks for the Carolina Panthers defense. But they do force a 4th and 7. Fox comes out for another punt as he gets this one deep to Blackshear. This will be caught at about the 27-yard line. Blackshear gets it up to the 40, and Carolina will start with pretty decent field position. Here comes Bryce Young and Miles Sanders back to lead the team out. Those two have put on pretty decent days. Bryce, the 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Sanders, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. 1st and 10 now. And Sanders gets plenty of room up the middle as he gets this one up to the 45, and he breaks 100 yards on his 21st carry. Now 1st and 10 at the 45. Bryce gets this over the middle to Ian Thomas, who has a block by Thielen. And Thomas is up to the 22 for a 1st down. That's his 3rd grab of the day. I don't think we've seen much from Tommy Tremble in this one. Carolina comes out 1st and 10. Play action out to Ian Thomas again, who turns up for a gain of 4. Now 2nd and 6 at the 17. Play action. Oh, that was a bad choice, and that is intercepted by Sutton. Should have went over the top and not underneath. And that is Bryce Young's 2nd interception of the day. Cameron Sutton just cuts this route off. Sees Bryce is going underneath to Adam Thielen and makes a jump on it. First and 10 from the 16 now. As Montgomery runs this one outside for a gain of 5, and he is now over 100 yards rushing as well. So both starting running backs having pretty good days. Lions now 2nd and 5. Play action. Goff has plenty of time, but decides to throw it away as everybody had a man on them. 3rd and 5 now for Detroit. And he gets this one out to Jones, who makes the grab, and a Lions 1st down. This ball will come up to the 27 now. 1st and 10 for Detroit. Hand off to Montgomery, who has plenty of room. And he's brought down by Jeremy Chin, but he gets a 1st down in the process. Gets the ball up to the 40. First and 10 at the 40 now for Detroit. This pass over the middle, and it just kind of pinballs around. Nobody can come up with it. Now fall eventually harmlessly to the ground. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jack Thompson comes in with a little bit of pressure, knocks the ball loose. Deion Jones picks it up, and he just stays on the ground. Finally, the Carolina Panthers get the pressure there on Jared Goff, and he fumbles the football. as they bring both linebackers, and Deion Jones falls on it. Timely turnover, especially after Carolina's own turnover. So we've had one drive, we have an interception on the Panthers drive, followed by a fumble on the Lions drive. And now Carolina takes it back. And they'll get the ball at the, I guess that would have been the 26. They're up to the 24 right now, 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard run.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 at the 24 now. And again, another terrible decision by Bryce Young to throw that football. Luckily, that was not intercepted. And that brings up 3rd and 8, as Bryce is just trying to give it all away. He goes for Adam Thielen, who makes the catch, falling to his knees, and that'll be a Panthers first down as Bryce just passes 200 yards throwing today. Shotgun formation. 1st and goal from the 9 now. As Bryce gets this one away for Ian Thomas, who lowers his shoulder and gets in the end zone. Bryce Young throws his 3rd touchdown of the day, this time to Ian Thomas. As he is finally able to celebrate. He's had himself a pretty good day today. Bryce hit as he throws, but he gets it in there. As we get a good look at the referee's leg. Excellent catch and run by Ian Thomas as he just uses his big frame to push himself into the end zone. Pinheiro comes on for the extra point to make this a 14-point game. It is up and good. Carolina now leading 28-14. All smiles right now on the Carolina sideline with just over 2 minutes left to go in this one. Hecker gets this one off to Raymond, who will take it in the end zone and kneel down. And guess where the ball's coming out to? The 25. That a big surprise. Here comes the Lions offense after that unfortunate fumble. Out short to his tight end, who goes out of bounds at the 28. That'll be a gain of 3. Not much going on there. That is Laporta. So now we have 2nd and 7. As this one is caught. Deion Jones can't make the catch, so that's Laporta again, who is eventually brought down. And this one is caught along the sideline as well. The Lions moving down the field on these last 2 plays. No, they're going to say that was incomplete? I don't know. I was pretty sure he caught that. So, 2nd and 10 at the 47. This will be a handoff to Montgomery up the middle as we get to the 2-minute warning. And Brian Burns looks to be favoring his right arm. Hopefully that's not too bad for the young Panther defensive star. Going to be 3rd and 3 now. Play action. As this one is picked off by Dante Jackson, who will return it from the end zone. He's got some speed. It looks like he actually may take this all the way. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. This will be a Panthers pick 6 as Jackson spins his way into the end zone. Dante Jackson, that is a huge, I believe, 101-yard interception return for a touchdown. He just undercuts Jones here and gets up and takes the ball away. What an amazing play by the young and talented corner as Pinheiro comes out for the extra point. Carolina now up 35-11, but we do have an injury. It looks like Akeem Akonwu got shaken up during the extra points. And luckily it was just a bruised shoulder for Brian Burns, we're getting word. And he will, excuse me, he will be back. As Hecker gets this kick away. Carolina looks like they are on their way to their first victory of the season. Out comes Jared Goff, and looks like just a shoulder strain for Okonwu as well. So good news there for the two young talented Panthers. One on offense, one on defense. As the Lions come out first and 10 at the 25 with just under 2 minutes left to go. It's a screen pass to Montgomery, and he's brought down after a gain of 5 but hurt. He'll be holding his wrist as he jogs back to the locker room. Hopefully he is okay. Not somebody that the Lions want to lose. As they come out 2nd and 5 now. And this looks like it goes off the top of Brian Burns' helmet, who's back in the game after his injury. And it'll fall harmlessly to the ground. Now it's 3rd and 5 at the 30. Goff in the shotgun. Gets a little bit of pressure by Brian Burns, and he just throws this one away, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like, yes, the Lions will keep their offense out there as they look to pick up this 4th and 5. And this ball goes across the middle, and it's caught by Jones at the 47. Huge gain there. Goff takes this one and overthrows Amon-Ra St. Brown. Had him over the middle. 2nd and 10 now at the 47. This ball is caught, but short as Detroit takes their 2nd timeout. Now 3rd and 5 at the 41. Play action. And Jared Goff finally brought down by Frankie Louvu as they continue with their hurry up. 30 seconds now left in the game. 4th and 12. And this one intercepted but out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Carolina. As they will just run the clock out for the last 26 seconds and leave Detroit with their first win of the year. It wasn't pretty the entire time, but it's the final that counts. Yep, let's just count down these last 10 seconds now. And there you have it. Final in Detroit. Carolina 35, Detroit 14. Frank Wright and the Carolina Panthers get their first win of the year. Bryce Young gets the first win of his NFL career. There you have the stats. Let's take a look now at everybody's. Bryce Young, definitely his best game of the year. 200 yards passing, 66% completion, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Still got to fix that. Jared Goff, 191, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Miles Sanders goes for 116 and a touchdown, where Montgomery goes for 124 and a touchdown. Terrence Marshall leads, I believe, all receivers with 68 yards, followed by Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had a touchdown. Thielen had a touchdown. Ian Thomas had one. And Miles Sanders had one. So those were your 3 Panthers for touchdowns. Sacks belong to Louvu, Thomas, and Deion Jones. Deion finished with 13 total tackles. He was all over the place. Interceptions go to Emmanuel Mosley. Dante Jackson, he had the huge 101-yard return. Cameron Sutton and Von Bell. Kicking, Riley Patterson had himself a decent day, kicking 2 field goals. 4 punts each for the Lions and Carolina. And there you have it, Carolina and Detroit. And there you have it, week 5 in the books with the Carolina Panthers getting their first victory of the year over the Detroit Lions, 35-14. Next week, we will be away in Miami as we look to take on the Dolphins. So I'd like to thank everybody for sticking around for this one. We finally got our first win of the year. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.